Welcome to Manhattan, Kansas, where you'll hear EMAW, every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child love the Kansas State Wildcats. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Oh, big juke to get past. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Got a man, it's Booth. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're
into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Here comes the offense on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just plowing down the field. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen. Breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He's got it. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Kansas State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He leaves it with his back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's looking for a man on second down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Running it back, it's Lockett. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Going to the running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Mississippi State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him.
And he makes the catch at the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quick pass on the fly motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The 50. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a catch and run for 6.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Kansas State, 7.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are small.
The expressway is wide open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. No, he just flat ran over it. Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Johnson wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Deep shot for the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
21, Kansas State, 7.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. He's open on the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Kansas State quick to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Johnson looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's inside the 10. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Giddens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On the option. Quick toss. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Was to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
He'll take it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Lockett. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quarterback checking the play. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. With jet sweep pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Snares it outside. It's Giddens. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Wants to throw on 3rd down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Mississippi State 21, Kansas State 7.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictable.
Unloads it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. turn it over to the other team, give them a good field position now too. Not the ideal start.
On the ground with the counter. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Booth. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it.
Oh, it's out! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgum, if you had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Got room at the 35. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. He's looking to throw. This one's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
He is smashing people. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 28 over Western Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Johnson looking to throw. Pumps it downfield. And the pass hits, picked off. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Open space at the 20, just causing wreckage in the secondary. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal.
42 Spider.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mississippi State offense would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more. Really good execution by this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Hines is tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the 1st down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's got it on the right. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double.
Kansas State has it 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
On the ground, it's Giddens. Just steamrolling the defense. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
Just destroying his way through the field. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Kansas State, 28.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th.
Mississippi State, 35. Kansas State, 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Picks up 4 out to the 13.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand. They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to beat the D deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Johnson wants to throw it. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Kansas State pushing the pace. On third down, going up top. The sure hands, it's Giddens. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Goes to the option. Powers through the defender. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Back to the ground game on the left. Shakes off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On the run, it's Giddens. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Grabs it in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Snap it to the back. Running with power. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Direct snap. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Hard running there.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Tripped up for the tackle. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Kansas State.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. He'll call for the fair catch here. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many